just take a moment to open up in sweet surrender. Welcome to Unity Myrtle Beach. My name is Colleen Albright and I am your platform assistant this morning. I am glad to be here and we have a lovely service for you today. I'm gonna try not to say a lot, but I just said it. So yesterday, or the day before yesterday, was summer solstice, one of my happiest times of the year. The day was the longest. And at that time, I taught yoga that day, so I kind of had a little sequence about summer and solstice. And it's really a time that we celebrate the warmth, the light, and the beginning of our new season, so summer's here. And in addition to it being the longest day of the year, even though the sun is bright and fiery, there's an invitation to slow down, to pause, to appreciate nature's gentle shift from one season to another, and that's kind of what we're going through here. So I'd like to just welcome you all here, and welcome to everyone who's watching at home. I know Margaret's there. And anyone who may watch this at a later date, we're glad you're here. Unity is a community and it's a place for everybody, regardless of where you are in your spiritual journey. You are welcome here. We are a welcoming, fun bunch of people. So, you know, tell your friends, come visit us anytime. Of this beautiful, are out here in nature. It's wonderful. Just that attracted me the first time I came here. So before we begin, I just wanted to, again, just take this opportunity. I have a little poem that I would like to read to you all. But just take this moment to just kind of take a nice big inhale. So I know, like with me, I'm like rushing around in the morning, gotta feed the cats, gotta feed the birds, gotta do this. And you know, we get all frazzled, you know, then we drive here and we deal with traffic. So, take a nice inhale and exhale. You are here, you are safe, you are where you should be. I invite you to close your eyes if you'd like, if that feels safe to you, or maybe bring the gaze down. Imagine feeling the sun on your body, starting with the crown of your head. And just continue to breathe, a nice gentle inhale and exhale, maybe relaxing your shoulders. Feel the warmth of the sun or that light traveling down through your body. Soften, relax, maybe let go. The poem I want to read this morning is called Breath of Life. It's by Donna Fouds, and she does a lot of the yoga poems that I read. I breathe in all that is, awareness expanding to take everything in, as if my heart beats the world into being. From the unnamed vastness beneath the mind, I breathe my way to wholeness and healing. Inhalation, exhalation, each breath a yes and a letting go, a journey and a coming home. And then whenever you're ready, let that breath go, and we're going to enjoy. Our music team is going to play our next song, I Walked and I Walked.
Contented.
right, so if you are new here, you might notice there's a little blue card up in front of your chair, near your chair. It might have blown off your chair, might be on the floor. But I'm going to read the prayer of Jesus. I have a fan here, and that's why my shirt keeps swelling. I borrowed Margaret's fan. Need it. All right, the prayer of Jesus, translated from Aramaic, and I invite you all to join me. Father, Mother, Birther, and breath of all, create a space inside us and fill it with your presence. Let oneness now prevail. Your one desire then flows through ours as energy fills all forms. Give us this day our physical and spiritual nourishment and untangle the knots of error that bind us as we release others. Do not let appearances make us forgetful of the source, but free us to act appropriately. From age to age through you flow the glorious harmonies of life. May these words be fertile statements through which our future grows. Amen, amen, and amen. So our daily word for this morning, Sunday, June 22nd, is guidance. So if you're not familiar with the Daily Word, it's a lovely publication. I read it. I'm not going to lie and say I read it every day, but I read it pretty often. I do subscribe to it. I love getting it, and often when I open it, the day I do read it, God gave me what I needed. I get those messages, so I love that synchronicity in life. So, guidance. And the affirmation is, with an open heart and mind, I heed divine guidance. If I'm feeling lost or do not know which way to turn, I take comfort in knowing I can pray and bring my awareness to my connection with God. Wherever I am on my spiritual journey, I receive divine guidance continually, and it is up to me to heed it. Divine guidance does me little good if I doubt it or feel too hesitant to act upon it. I commit to remaining open and receptive as I receive my guidance. Even if the call of my heart surprises me, even if I doubt I can do what I'm being called to do, I trust this still, small voice within. I affirm I am divinely guided and faith-filled. And the scripture verse from Isaiah 58:11, the Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your needs in parched places and make your bones strong, and you shall be like a watered garden, like a spring of water whose waters never fail. And if you all would like to join me in that affirmation, I'll say it once and you can join in. With an open heart and mind, I heed divine guidance.
With an open heart and mind,
I heed divine guidance. Beautiful. So I just would like to introduce our speaker for this morning. It's Reverend Dr. Cassandra Butler, who is just a lovely human, but she's done so much with our Unity Church. She's been on the two-time member of the board, former New Build team leader, and she had a lot to do with a lot of the stuff that's going on with our new building. She was ordained with the Center for Spiritual Living. She's a student of Theosophy and Satha Sai Baba. She can correct me when she gets up here. And she is going to speak today. We're in that, we're still working on imagination, one of the 12 powers of Charles Fillmore. So we're going to do that imagination. And now we'll have the music team do Imagine.
Well, good morning, wonderful, wonderful, to our Unity Music team.
Yes.
We're going to continue on imagining. So for the meditation, we're going to imagine. So I'm inviting you to just get comfortable in your chairs, feet on the ground, arms unfolded, legs unfolded, closing your eyes, and just going into your heart. You can hug yourself around the shoulders or put your hands on your heart. Because we're going to do some imagining. We're going to imagine what is our world going to look like in 25 years. Knowing that we're not bound by the past, we're rewriting it. We're not chasing the future, we're creating it. So, imagine there's no heaven. There's only consciousness. We just are life. It is easy. And don't just try, do. Do imagine. No hell below us. It's not a destination. Nowhere to grow. It's just a figment of your imagination, an illusion, the Maya. Above us only sky. Beautiful blue skies like today, this morning. Imagine all the people living for today. There's no yesterday, there's no tomorrow, there is only now. That's the present. Be present. That's the gift. Imagine there's no countries. That may take a little longer to imagine, but anything is possible. It isn't hard to do. We just have to be willing to. Or willing to be willing to imagine. Nothing to kill or die for. That's it in a nutshell. We have absolutely everything we need. Physically, mentally, spiritually. So what is death? Just use these beautiful temples of God to do good. And no religion too. That's a good line. So just like teachers and preachers should be the two professions working ourselves out of a job. You won't, listen, you have everything you need within you, around you, so what do you need us for? All you have to do is listen to your gut, listen to your still small voice, your higher self. We're just here to remind you of that. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You, yes, you, and you, and you, and you. Okay. You may say I'm a dreamer. Imagination is dreaming. And depending on what kind of daydreaming you do, you could be hurting yourself. So be careful of your daydreaming. But I'm not the only one. Everyone in this room, Everyone alive is a dreamer. And that dream, I'm sure, is oriented toward their mission and purpose for being here in Earth School. So if you're not dreaming, I hope someday you'll join us. Yeah, join us, wanting the peace, imagining the peace. Nothing to kill or die for. There's no material object on the planet worth it. Your life is valuable because you are a spark of divinity. Imagine no possessions. Well, we probably still need clothes, but other than that, what is there to own? A few, I guess a car maybe, to get around, or a bicycle. I wonder if you can. Again, it's not about trying, it's doing. So just keep imagining. No need for greed or hunger. Isn't that the truth? So, nothing to live or die for, nothing to kill for. There's no greed. We're all, even though there are different levels of consciousness, at least we're all in agreement on this one consciousness, that we are the same. Yeah, hunger, it can be resolved. There's more than enough resources and food on this planet for literally everyone to be a millionaire. More than enough food to feed everyone. A brotherhood of man. That's kind of what attracted me in the beginning to the Theosophical Society. That was part of their logo, Brotherhood of Man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Sharing. Yeah, sharing. It's like charity. It begins at home, and then you spread it abroad. Sharing and serving. Again, you may say, I'm a dreamer. And I say, dream on.
Dream on.
Imagine on. And I'm still not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. And the world will live as one. For there is only one. And my spiritual math is 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 into infinity is still 1. So just keep your hands on your heart and your eyes closed. And imagine what it's going to look like 10 to 25 years from now. Okay, thank you. And now you can open your eyes and come back into the room. So we're going to be imagining throughout the whole message. So you know me, I like to start with the definitions. Webster, imagination, the act or power of forming a mental image of something not present to the senses or never before perceived wholly in reality. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Thank you, Webster. And imagination can also be like using your imagination, your resourcefulness to solve or think your way out of a situation or dilemma. It's a creation of the mind. Fanciful or empty assumptions, according to Webster. Now, the metaphysical meaning is the faculty of mind that images and form. the power to shape and form thought. So you're going from the invisible and creating the visible. So everything in this room was once an idea or thought before we imagined it into reality. With our imagination, we lay hold of ideas and clothe them with substance. The body, our bodies, is a product of the mind. What man pictures or images in his mind will eventually appear in the body. See, the imaging power of the mind plays an important role. It receives divine ideas and reflects their character to the consciousness. So, transformation. Webster, an act, process, or instance of transforming or being transformed. The operation of changing. And in a functional sense, it means an operation that converts. So you're either inserting, deleting, or transmuting. And then we're talking about genetics with transformation. But the metaphysical meaning is to hold or give a different form to. So it's almost like alchemy. I'll mention that later. To change is to transform, to transmute. Beholding precedes working of imagination. So you have to behold that idea or concept or precept or thought for a while in order to transform. So why would we talk about imagination as transformation, or it's imagination to transformation? Now usually when we come to Earth School, you do come for a specific purpose, but the challenges are kind of in 3 or 4 areas. One is relationships, one is health, one is financial, but the most important one is the spiritual transformation that you're here for. Because it touches the hearts and minds of everyone. So I want to talk a little bit about current events. It's okay. We just celebrated Juneteenth on the 19th, freedom and independence from 1865 in Galveston, Texas. It took 2.5 additional years for the enslaved people in Texas to find out about the Emancipation Proclamation. So it gave us a chance in the last few days to think about freedom and independence. And the 4th of July is kind of like around the corner, 10 days from now. So here we are in this 2-week span of summer thinking about freedom and independence. So not since 1909 has the NAACP not invited a sitting president to the annual convention. There's still a nonpartisan civil rights organization. There's no right or wrong to this. But during his first 4 years, our current president was invited every year, and every year he declined. So I guess maybe that was part of the reason they chose not to invite him this time. But the thing of it is, they also did it because they have to consider what's been done in the last 150 days. Signing unconstitutional orders, doing illegal funding cuts to agencies and nonprofits, banning and removing history, specifically Black history, LGBTQ, disabled, removing books from libraries, schools, and other facilities, anything that's anti-DEI. It's almost like, well, can't be anti-human being, but so imagination. Now I understand why Jesus on the cross had to say, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. So I know he's playing a role, okay? So it is what it is. But why is this happening now? Why are we on the planet now? Imagination, believe it or not. Now, all of America, it seems like we're kind of getting a taste or a sample or a teaser of maybe what it felt like for the enslaved people when you're talking about no freedom, no rights, no control over your own body, no free will per se. So this is what the ancestors had to endure since 1619 when the first ships arrived. Man, what a journey. It's just a journey. So in what respect are men created in the image of God? In our power to think, to reflect, and reason. And that distinguishes us from animals. We can reason. Now, animals can think. I'm not sure about reflection, but they cannot reason. However, when you choose to act on the level of animal mentality, then you get what you imagine or you think. Beliefs turn into thoughts, turn into words, and turn into deeds. So that's the powers that we're dealing with. And if they're misused or incorrect, then they can be wasted. So we're all humans, but the imagination, your intentional thoughts and beliefs, you can choose that of the ego and fear and turn out to be or do wicked things. Remember, this is a wish-fulfilling tree, this planet. You can be, do, want, and do anything you want. Just remember there are consequences, both good and bad. So if ego knows that I want what I want when I want it, from whomever I want it, when I want it, then that's where we are now. And the imagination of humans, when the ego is in control, can mean that you might be mean, that you might be wicked, that you might have autocratic tendencies, or you don't want to follow the rules because of greed or anything else. We have choices. It's all imagination. It's all Maya. It's all a distraction. It's kind of like, well, you mind your own business to a point. It's a game. This is the game of life. But it is possible to misuse the principles and the rules that God has given us. So in which direction are you looking? So if fear and imagination got us to this point that we're witnessing on the planet now and experiencing, then it has to be love and imagination is the answer for transformation to get us out of this chaos that we created, that we dreamed, and that we imagined into existence. I know I've had a few negative thoughts, and regardless of how many you've had, even if you just had one, we kind of joined all that energy together. So here we are. And this is a reminder that there's only one of us here. So any one negative thought, word, or belief from any one of us has added to what we created and we're currently experiencing. Another reminder of how the universe works. So it's okay. Everybody's at a different level of consciousness. Yeah, it's all about forgiveness. We're doing a Ho'oponopono a lot. That's the easiest 4-line prayer. You can say yes to both. Because epiphanies can happen in an instant. The good and the bad. So, If you like doctrine, dogma, and creed, go for it. From any person or even an organization. Just go for it. That's where you are at the moment, in the now. In the next minute, hour, or month, that can change. So all the good that we've done, the good thoughts and prayers, or all the so-called bad, negative thoughts, or maybe even some harm to others, it can all be done and undone. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It's like one of those talks I gave, the topic was, welcome everything and begin again. And that's the beauty of life. We get the do-over 2, 3, 4 times until we get it right. Because you notice the same pattern and challenges keep coming back up. Another opportunity. Don't, just don't dwell on the past. You're not bound by it. You're rewriting it. Every time you get it right, it's spiraling upward in the right direction. So, how to reverse? We're witnessing our own transformation. In fact, I think this government has given us a gift. A gift. Because we're waking up. Remember, we live in this 3D duality. It's both and. Two sides of the same coin. Heads or tails, just keep flipping. So we have to experience both simultaneously. The so-called good and the so-called bad. Well, there is right and wrong. Remember, it's do no harm. Not to yourself or anybody else in thought, word, and deed. So, learning to control the little monkey mind and the ego. And this is where, I'm going to quote my favorite quote, right? Chief Orwell Looking Horse of the Lakota nations. He says, we have been put here in this time and this place to decide the future of humankind. Did you think you were here for something less? So, imagination. Well, hopefully a lot of us will still be around in 10, 25 years. And the gift, I think, is at least we kind of know what has to be corrected. Nothing needs to be, I don't want to use the word fix. If it ain't broken, don't fix it, but just correct it. Changed and tweaked. We know how good can be misconstrued and misused, especially with technology. Yikes. Whatever. So, we've been in this grand experiment called the United States of America for about 349 years. So the universe has put the mirror directly in front of our eyes. Yes? More truth is being revealed every day. Nothing is hidden anymore. We still keep finding out what's really going on behind the curtain. Is Oz back there? So it's time for truth and time to talk about the elephant in the room. We have to choose. You either choose the truth and trust, and the trust is in God, or you choose fear and unrest or violence. Now remember, everybody is not going to want to change. And we have to remember that it's okay. Everybody's at a different level of consciousness. They know what they came here for. Maybe they're not ready. They have to do more lifetimes. But the planet is already vibrating at a higher frequency. So it's kind of better off if you just go with it and be 5D, vibrating 5D right now. So free will, free will, free will that the Creator gave us. And that's what distinguishes us. It makes us unique. And this is why we do not judge. Sounds crazy, but that's the nature of being a human being. On Earth School, we can think, do, believe, and choose whatever we want, but there are consequences to actions and choices. We can use imagination for transformation. Transformation is a tool. Just like religion can be a tool, other ideas can be tools. You just have to find the right one that's for you. And this gets back to, it is a game. And it's easier to play if you know the rules. And kind of the rules are like our 5 guiding principles of unity. I mean, there are many more. You can use prayer as a tool, whatever you'd like. But New Thought people, we kind of already know this. And yes, it is about the 5 guiding principles of the organization. But imagination can and does affect every area of our life. So we must constantly and consciously be aware of what we're thinking and daydreaming. Misuse of daydreaming, no, misuse of imagination is daydreaming. Misuse. So this mental picture forming that we have, it starts first in the mind, and then comes the substance to shape it. So imagination is the faculty of mind which lays hold of these spiritual ideas we have and translate them into materiality. Well, the question is, what's next in our journey for the USA, for America? What do we want to imagine? Everybody says peace. Well, the doors to spiritual progress open when and if we persist with effort and patience. And I see that's going on all around us. This is the transformation piece of how to turn water to wine, coal to gold, and a warring nation to a peaceful nation. It is alchemy, it's magic. It may take time, we have no idea about the timing, but it can be accelerated. What is next in our journey for the nation to return to so-called normalcy? I'm sure it won't quite be the same as it was a few years ago, but we will return to what looks like normal. But it starts with courage and regaining our moral compass. Regaining our moral compass. And it's going to take clarity and, of course, God's grace. It is all mental. And it's literally going to have to be a collective shift or breakthrough in consciousness. So maybe that's part of what this metaphysical 144,000. So I don't know if that's meant just for the United States or the whole planet. But there are more than enough of us with the right mindset, the consciousness, and the heart to make this change.
Amen.
Just be willing. It literally is flipping the switch. Flipping it from this chaos and Maya that we're witnessing, and flipping it so that our minds and hearts and consciousness can shed the worry and just be overcome with peace. It's like being covered with a warm blanket of comfort and contentment. The burden is lifted where we can see clearly, love dearly, follow nearly, and experience a new earth. That's what Eckhart Tolle was talking about. That's what our imagination can do. We can create this new earth. And know truly, for the first time, that I am my brother and I am my sister, that this is the brotherhood of man. Believing is imagining and then seeing. So I'm going to end with what I started with. Imagine. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion to. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You and you and you. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm definitely not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Thank you so much.
Much to think about. Imagination for transformation. And we are the collective shift. So let's just keep our imagination going. Thank you, Dr. Reverend Cassandra Butler, for a beautiful message. So now is the time in our service when we give everyone the opportunity to support our beautiful spiritual center with your financial donations and tithes. And these contributions help us with the day-to-day operations of our center, but also are just going to help us build our new sanctuary and keep this dream going, right? So as always, we thank everyone for the support that they provide to Unity Myrtle Beach with their time, their talents, and their treasures. We couldn't keep this place running without all of our contributions. And I just want to give a little shout out to my friend Bobby. Last night we had a concert, and this is just an example of, not only do our financial contributions, they really help keep the lights on, the air conditioner running, but we have time and we have talents we offer, we volunteer, and we had a concert here last night, and Bobby doesn't know this, but we raised $856. It was a great evening. People donated desserts. That's our little, if you're new here, we're trying to build that little thing a little bigger so we can all fit in it. But, that was donated. So our time and talents mean something, so, but maybe you're really busy and you're working hard and you want to just give us a check, and we like that too. So our team will walk around with the offering plates. If you're watching on television or you forgot your checkbook, we do take Venmo, PayPal, and we're always here when you win the lottery, remember us. And as they go around and take the offering, we have our offering song, Oh Happy Day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, happy day. When Jesus was
happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus was, when he was, oh, when he was, almost years away.
Happy day. I just want to bless this offering. Centered in spirit, we come together with hearts filled with gratitude for the abundant blessings you give us each day. We acknowledge that cheerful giving is not an obligation, but a joyful act of worship. We give with love and receive with joy. Amen. Namaste. Man, we shifted, man. We go from one place, flip the switch, or we got to get serious about stuff. And imagination, it's where it all begins. Anything that came to being, Cassandra said this, and I think she said it another time because it's something I always play in my mind. Everything that is was once a thought. So that's powerful, truthfully. So I'd like to welcome anyone to Unity Myrtle Beach. If maybe this is your first time here, you're coming back. Don't be shy. Visitors. Yeah. We just want you to say hi in your name. Okay, everybody's raising their hands. Okay, that's you first.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm Jason. Hey, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hi.
Hi, my name is Bashir, and I'm happy to be here. This will be my third time coming here.
Third time.
Yeah, today I wanted to, I didn't, the clock tricked me, and I said, let's go start a room, and I failed.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome back. And we have visitors from Texas.
Yes, we're from Austin, Texas.
Thanks for
Good.
coming.
Welcome.
And if you are interested, we do have a new member or visitor packet of information on the table if you just want to grab one of them. So I just want to go through some announcements this morning. I just want to again thank everyone who came out last night for Bobby's album release fundraiser, which was a fundraiser for our new sanctuary. And thank you to everyone who helped with the event. It really was, it takes a village, and we just, all of us, between setting up, cleaning up, Bobby, amazing talent up there, so it was a lot of fun. As most of you know, on that back table there is kind of what's going on at Unity. We have our June schedule, which is our month at a glance, so I invite you to pick up one of them. We have our prayer box up front, so if you want to, there's pens, there's paper, just write in any prayers. That actually is sent to our Unity Myrtle Beach prayer team, prays, and also goes to Silent Unity. So ongoing classes, we have a lot of stuff here at Unity Myrtle Beach. We aren't just a Sunday morning kind of place. We have book groups and entertainment, so ongoing book classes that we have on Mondays in June. Kate Richter's doing In the Flow from 2 to 4. Wednesday book group, Reverend Margaret is doing, we're still doing the book Believing is Seeing, and that's 12 noon to 1:30. Wednesday evenings, if you don't want to come out, we have a Zoom book class with Reverend Marilyn Maddox. There's flyers for all this stuff over there, so I'm not going to take up too much time. And Thursday mornings, A Course in Miracles, 11 a.m. to 12:30 with John Wilder. As far as events, we have another great event happening on Saturday. It's a Vipassana meditation retreat with Maureen Levy and Reverend Ed Kosak, and that is going to be awesome. There's flyers over there. We are collecting payment because it does include lunch. It's from 10 a.m. to 4, and so you really want to get your payment in this week. And even if we just want a little bit of a head count, so appreciate if you could let us know in advance, but you can also call the office and let them know. But that's going to be really an amazing event. It'll be on this beautiful property, so we'll be doing walking, meditation, quiet, going inward, because that peace we need out there starts in here. So it's an inside job, guys, so just one opportunity. And next Sunday, because Reverend Ed Kozak will be in town for Vipassana, he will be giving us our message. Our Sunday service will be commitment, faith, and vulnerability. We also have a class starting July 4th on Mondays. It's herbal medicine classes, and there's flyers on the back. We are looking for people to sign up in advance just so they know how many people are coming. It's 4 Mondays in a row. You can do all 4 of them, or you can just pop in if there's a topic that you like, but there is a sign-up sheet in the back. And there is also a sign-up sheet if you'd like to help out. You know, I said we need volunteers too. We need people to come in before the service and kind of tidy up. See all those spider webs, you gotta get them down, different things like that. So you just come in Saturday or Sunday morning early, and there's a sign-up sheet in the back. So there's a lot of ways to get involved with Unity Myrtle Beach. And now I would like you to join me. Oh, does anyone have any announcements I didn't say? All right. Oh, we are collecting eyeglasses in the back for the Lions Club. The box is pretty full, but if you have old eyeglasses you're not wearing.
Music this afternoon somewhere.
Oh yes, there is a music this afternoon at 3 o'clock at Surfside Charlie's, right? It is, right? Bobby and Dave are playing, so that'll be a lot of fun if you want to, you know, go home, come back out. I tell you, we're fun people. It's fun.
Neat place.
And I think that's it. But also on this table up here, there's these little folded up cards, and there are affirmations that are about imagination. So I invite you, we have a whole bunch of them, so just swing by. You know, if you're here, just walk around. We have water, we have stuff on the tables, but we also, after service, but there's some nice little affirmations. And now if you want to pull out your little blue card, and we're going to do the prayer of unity. If you'd like to join me, it's an updated prayer of unity inspired by Jane Dillett Freeman's Prayer for Protection and revised by Reverend Margaret Hiller. The light of God surrounds us, the presence of love enfolds us, the power of peace protects us, and the one present that lives within all creation enlivens us. Wherever we are, love is, peace is, light is, God is, and all is well. And if you'd like to stand, if you're able, and if you'd like to hold the elbows or hands with your neighbor, we're going to do our peace song, which is our final song. And if you don't know the words, just hum along.